Hi, greetings. I'm Matt Lee Vidal. Sorry, I've just got over my second bout of the cold, so I'm a bit groggy. So bear with me with my sore throat. I'm here in Wimbledon at the Buddhist temple. Just finished my prayers, and just wanted to record a quick video to upload onto YouTube for the channel. And this was about meditation. I had a most enlightened meditation today, and lots of enriched, conscious, focused energies came to mind today, or came to self, into spirit, which helped me to, I suppose, wanted to put this down and record this as I had a conversation in a week with a friend of mine over him struggling with meditation. I asked him what aspect of meditation or is he struggling with. He said that he's struggling with keeping the mind still, focused upon whatever, keeping with a pure intention. I said to him, well, there is ways you can do it. The way I learned to kind of keep my mind still and focus on a particular intention while I'm meditating, is I set myself a timer. The first one was for 5 minutes, so I would set an alarm from start, obviously, to finish in 5 minutes, and for it to go off, and then I would just focus on my breathing and allow my breathing to go, and then just allowed myself eventually to drift without being pulled away to certain things. That's one aspect. And then once you do that, and then if something does come in, like a friend or an event, or you're thinking, did I turn the kitchen tap off? Did I turn the washing machine off? Those little things come into your mind. You can realize within those 5 minutes how many times your mind was pulled away to an external force. And then once you do it the second time, see how many times your mind was pulled away, and then so on and so forth. And then as you get better, and say, if, for example, your mind was interrupted within 5 minutes 9 times, and then it gets down to 6, and then it gets down to 4. When you hit about 4, then increase it to 8, and so on and so forth. The other aspect, and then let me just also point out that when your mind wanders, it's not necessarily a negative thing. They say when your mind wanders, or should stay focused on the intention, is because when you're focused on the intention, you wanna manifest that intention. You wanna find answers to that intention, and for your mind to keep wandering off, thinking about other stuff isn't relevant. The other aspect of, if your mind does wander, focus upon why is it wandering. My mind, every time I used to meditate, my mind kept wandering to one particular friend of mine. Don't know why. We've spoken off and on for a couple of days. It was nothing of great importance. It was just stuff, if that made sense. So, and again, I never had a person in my mind at the time, obviously. So, for about 2 weeks, I really started taking notice of what my mind was, what kind of aspects of that person came into my mind as I was meditating. And it turns out, after I spoke to him, I told him, I said, like, look, I explained the situation. I said, that's really strange, because I've been trying to ask you, can I come see you for a reading, because I need some bit of coaching, because I'm really confused about certain aspects of what's going on at work. And that was really, really strange. I mean, that so necessarily it could be you're connected with them on a telepathic level. So that's another good aspect. So bear that in mind as well. The other thing I wanted to pick up on and mention is walking meditation. here at this beautiful place in Wimbledon at the temple. The Buddhist temple is so amazing. It's so peaceful. Excuse me. I learned to about 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I sat with a Buddhist monk, sorry, and he helped me a lot. I was going for a really bad transitional time back then, and he helped me focus on just his line was just stay in the here and now, but be aware of the future. So what he did, he showed me. He goes, "Have you ever done walking meditation?" I said, "No, never heard of it." To be fair, and so anyway, he taught me through it. He showed me, and what it's quite simple, but yet really powerful. What it is, you start with both feet together, and say you got to take 10 steps to get to the end of the room. Keep in mind that you've got 10 steps, okay? And every foot that goes forward, so your right foot goes forward, go right foot forward. So as you put your foot down, you finish the words. Then once your foot's down, you put your left foot forward and you say left foot forward. And then right foot forward, left foot forward, right foot forward, left foot forward, like that, until you get to the end of the room. You can do this with your mind, your eyes open, obviously because you want to see where you're going. But then sometimes you get to the point where you won't need to have your eyes open, because unconsciously, sorry, you'll be aware. It's almost kind of like a homing beacon or some infrared radar, or like on a car when you're getting close, it starts beeping. It's the same thing. So when you get to the wall or the end of the run, stop and then say preparing to turn. Say preparing to turn 3 times, and then what you do, you need to turn round clockwise, okay? So turn clockwise. So you put right foot, left foot, prepare, and then you say preparing to turn. Right foot, left foot again, preparing to turn, and then right foot, left foot again, preparing to turn. So you should be facing now the way you came from. So if I said again, you get to the end of where you're walking, you stop, you say preparing to turn 3 times, and then you begin turning. Each turn you do should be 3, and each time you should be saying preparing to turn until you're facing the opposite the direction you came in. Excuse me. When you have achieved that, do the same walk again, and go back the same way, and that would help connect the mind and the body both together. And yeah, so I hope it's beneficial, and I hope it helps. Please subscribe, leave a message, have a look at my website, matthewlubienvidal.co.uk. Link will be below. And I hope you have a blessed day from the Creator. Thanks for watching.